If you are such a feminist, then why do you read darkromance? Why do you read darkromance if you're such a feminist? What kind of question is this? What kind of question is this, brother? What are you trying to say? Okay, the second question over here is, if you are into mafia and goth romance, if you girls fantasizes these things, these villains, then why don't you accept forcing oneself in real life? Why don't you accept? Am I reading it right? Yes. Why don't you accept forcing oneself in real life? Third question. This third and fourth question is in my native language, Urdu. Okay, so I'm going to give you the subtitles down over here. Third question is, पढ़ने में तो बहुत if I'm reading a book about dragons, what do you expect? What do you expect next? That I will be breathing out the fire from my mouth? Let's clarify these emotionally wrecked human beings. Assalamu alaikum. Hi there, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. It's been almost more than a month that I have been absent from vlogging, and I've been doing this deliberately, okay? Because right now we are moving from one stage to another, and it's a chaos. My life is taking a 360 route, and it's a whole chaos. And the kids are also at home because of the summer vacation, and everything is literally going insane. And I'm also going insane. So that's why I wasn't getting time to upload any content related to vlogs. Okay, I was doing reels and everything, short reels, 1 minute reels, 2 minute reels, or 30 minutes reels. But sitting down in front of camera, oh my god, that was a task for me. But one thing, one topic that made me sit over here today is such a heinous kind of topic, such a insane, stupid topic that I cannot even tell you about. But we are going to discuss this over here because this topic is the demand of these days, and this topic is needed in this time right now. So what happened recently in Pakistan? There were some crime committed, okay, and all those crimes were circulating around women, okay, like girl, a very young okay, it's on time. So yeah, where were we? Yes, a very young and beautiful girl, a 17-year-old child basically, got killed in Pakistan for saying no to a boy. And with this incident, another incident happened, that there's this girl and she was living in hostel and she said no to the boy, and again the same thing happened to that girl as well. And then in interiors as well, the same thing happened. And this one incident on highway or somewhere motorway, I didn't remember exactly the place, but this incident happened that some kind of goons or someone stopped the motorcycle, pulled the girl and the guy from that motorcycle, and literally sexually assault the woman in front of her husband, the girl in front of her husband. Like, you are not even safe with your mahrams, with your husband, with your father, with your brother, with your son. You're not even safe with them. So all these 4 or 5 incidents recently in a span of 2 weeks made my mind blown away. And I was so enraged that I started posting stories up, down, left and right on my IG, okay, on my Instagram. I started posting stories. So basically I was trying to make some difference by posting those stories. I was trying to raise my voice, and it was a total negative energy that I got some South Asian men, because obviously I'm a Pakistani, and many of my followers are from Pakistan, India as well. So some South Asian men slid into my DMs and asked such heinous, stupid, insane questions that I cannot even fathom. I was so flabbergasted at how can someone be so dumb to ask such stupid questions, such insane questions. So I just jotted down all those questions, and we are going to read those questions. I will make you listen to these questions. Just listen how much a person can be insane. Just listen. Or how much they can be emotionally dumb. The first question over here on the laptop is, okay, I have to just put my laptop on my face because I'm wearing glasses right now and I cannot see from far. So the first question that we have over here is, if you are such a feminist, then why do you read dark romance? Why do you read dark romance if you're such a feminist? What kind of question is this? What kind of question is this, brother? What are you trying to say? Okay, the second question over here is, if you are into mafia and goth romance, if you girls fantasizes these things, these villains, then why don't you accept forcing oneself in real life? Why don't you accept? Am I reading it right? Yes. Why don't you accept forcing oneself in real life? Third question. This third and fourth question is in my native language, Urdu. Okay. So I'm going to give you the subtitles down over here. Third question is पढ़ने में तो बहुत अल्लाह अकबर ला हौला वला कुव्वता इल्ला बिल्लाह ओके पढ़ने में तो बहुत मजे लेती हैं लेकिन जब कुछ हो जाए तो बुरा मान जाती हैं wow wow the audacity literally slow claps for this audacity then what's the fourth comment ये okay आप रोमांस पढ़ती हैं और भी लड़कियां पढ़ती हैं लेकिन उनके साथ कुछ रोमांटिक करने की कोशिश करो तो फिर शोर मचाती हैं hypocrites that was not romantic that you were doing brother killing a girl is not romantic burning a girl is not romantic stabbing a girl is not romantic throwing acid on a girl is not romantic that's not romantic stop romanticizing that's insane things okay and after going literally is there any other question no and after going through these DMs literally I'm numb I'm not understanding that how one can be so stupid is there any other question let me see okay there are many other questions but they were not as heinous as these questions they were not as insane as these questions so I just add the most insane I could find 3 or 4 most insane that then so that you can understand the context that why my blood is boiling so much so yes these are 3 or 4 or 5 questions that I added over here they have okay so let me keep this thing down because it's heavy okay so let's clarify these emotionally wrecked human beings so number 1 first thing first yes I read romance yes I read dark romance yes I read every kind of romance yes I read every type of fiction be it goth be it crime mystery thriller suspense historical fiction historical romance fantasy romance and sport romance any kind of book just give me fiction I will read it okay so I read fiction and yes I love emotionally intense stories I do love them but no I never ever read a book where a girl is forced or coerced to have a relationship with a boy despite of the fact that she have said no from her mouth from her actions from her body language and the hate is dripping out from her eyes and everything and still after saying no in every language, every sense, if the boy is chasing her, then I'm not going to read it. I haven't read that. I never advocated this kind of coercion. I never advocated this kind of coercion. Okay. You can go through my Insta, you can go through my grid, you won't find a single book that has this kind of concept. Now, in my books, if you're saying there's a coercion and no, there's a girl saying no and this and that. So let's dive deeper into this thing. In my books, the books that I love, the girl might be saying no from her mouth, but her body language, her eyes, her expressions, her aura, her energy is giving it. The way she leans into him, the way when he is around and she is getting all the butterflies and her breath is getting hatred, everything, her aura, her energy, her expressions, her smirks, challenging behavior, challenging words or teasing words and everything is literally giving into the canons that she is also into him. Those books that I read, sometimes they are basically rival to lovers or enemies to lovers. So that's why in the start there is some push and pull and there are some kind of yes and no and they're hanging between a yes and no, but she never said no from her mouth clearly. The hate is never dripping out from her eyes. The expressions she's carrying on her face, the aura she's carrying, the energy her body is carrying, everything make the whole thing very clear that she's also into him. Okay? When it's happening from both sides. And the men in our fiction are intelligent enough to understand these signs. And this thing that's happening in the book, this is called longing, this is called yearning, this is called build-up, basically. This is called the slow burn, this is called the tension, and this is fiction, okay? This all thing is fiction. But obviously, to understand this fiction, to understand this nuance, to understand this thing, you have to be emotionally intelligent. You have to be emotionally sane person, okay? In real life, if a girl is avoiding you, girl changes her route if you are there. Girl changes her friends group if you are in that group. Literally avoids you in every context, blocks your number, restricts you. She's saying a big no from her mouth. The anger and hate is literally can be seen in her eyes. She recoils when you are near. Then, brother, that's the clear sign that she is not into you. Sorry, but not sorry. She is not into you. That's it. Khalas, nothing else. Our male protagonist, our villains, or heroes, whatever you want to call them, they will literally burn down the world for their girl. They will literally. Would you do that? On the other hand, you guys, our brilliant 2 rupee brain cell guys, will burn down the same girl if she will say no. Right? Our villain, our male protagonist, our mafia hero will literally ruin or kills the person who ever tried to touch or harm their woman. Okay? But on the other hand, you guys will literally kill and harm the same girl you claim to love because she said no. If the girl is recoiling in the novel, she's moving back, the boy is getting hurt, then he will be the one who will be physically hurting himself, or he will be destroying the things near him or the stuff near him, though it's unhinged behavior. I'm not getting it, but still he is not laying his hand on his girl. Not a single finger, sorry. Not a single finger. On the other hand, you literally justify the murder of the girl because she said no. Can you see the pattern, the difference over here? I guess you can. The boys, the males, the villains that we have in our books, they are emotionally intelligent, whereas you are emotionally dumb. Okay? And no, you are not a morally gray hero or morally gray villain. No. You are just a dumb guy who cannot take a hint and whose fragile male ego got hurt and whose fragile male ego throws tantrum when they hear no as an answer. Okay? So you are nowhere near to our fictional characters. Don't insult our fictional character. And the thing alone that you cannot differentiate the fiction from non-fiction, from real life. You cannot differentiate a real from a real, says itself. Then how much unhinged you are. Because brother, if I'm reading a book about dragons, what do you expect? What do you expect next? That I will be breathing out the fire from my mouth? No, obviously not. So just grow up. So dearies, please next time don't slid into my DMs asking these stupid questions, these literally heinous kind of questions. And if you're so confused about this thing, I'm just giving you a word. If she's saying no, it's a no. No trope, no fiction, no mafia romance, no dark romance can justify this thing. Fiction and non-fiction are 2 different things. And maybe please learn the difference between the power and abuse, difference between the dominance and disrespect, difference between being obsessed and being a murderer. Please learn these basic things. These are very basic terms. You can Google it. You can delve deep into it using ChatGPT, Gemini, or anything, any kind of AI. There are a lot of tools to make you understand. I hope you can understand this thing, that your eyes, your heart, your brain, your soul, everything should be for that one girl that you love. And that too with her consent. Okay? The boys over here around us, their eyes are for every other girl. They're literally fucking you. They're literally looking you from top to bottom. They are literally hurling you, or they're literally chasing you. They are lurking around you. They are groping you, abusing you, whistling, and everything they can do. So the boys in our fiction don't do these kind of things. Their eyes are set on one girl only, their own girl. That's it. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to make you understand. And I hope the future generation is going to behave in public, behave with girls, and will respect the girls. I can only hope this thing. So that's it. That's all for today. And hope we can meet in a very pleasant atmosphere next time, with a very pleasant kind of topic, with a very fun topic. So until we meet next time, take care of yourselves, love everyone around you, and be respectful. Okay? So that's all for today. Take care. Bye bye. Hasta la vista.